It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Next pitch is outside.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Man at second. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. The Brewers up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's Mookie now. The 2-1.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
The pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Tommy Edman at the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Check swing. He went. Now 1-2.
1-2 the count.
And another ball. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Angel Serpa, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Zastryzny also throwing. Here comes a pitch. That one inside, and the count's full.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in, looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Fires to second for one. Return throw to first, get him. Double play, and that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Brewers 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, number 70. 32nd appearance. So the lineup flips over. This is Bryce Terang.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Slider misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Foul ball. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now, Sal Frelick. One down, base is empty. Swing and a base hit.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Once in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to...
The tag, and he's out at second. And now it's Christian Yelich in there. And so now 1-2.
1-2.
And he deals. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. And we're back. Top six. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Slapped foul. And here it comes. Got him swinging.
Really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst-case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Call having a lot more success on the road this season. Wouldn't chase that time. The Dodgers trailing by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Now back. The catcher.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Slider misses outside.
And he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
Out there to center. Perkins under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Brewers 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. There we go, bottom 6. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. On a line out towards center. Call makes the grab. And there's 1 away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. 1 down, base is empty. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And another ball. Fights it off. You'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's ball 4.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk.
Number 9.
1 gone, runner at first. Jake Bauers getting ready to hit. Hit hard, base hit. Chourio around second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
1 away, runner runners at second and third. Now the third baseman, Luis Rengifo. And another ball.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
2-1 now. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Man on second, 2 down. Hard hit left side. Whips it across. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at American Family Field. Top of inning number 7. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
That one just misses.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right. The pitch.
And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with a free pass.
Here's Muncy to hit. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Here comes a new arm for the Brewers, Aaron Ashby.
Number 26, Aaron Ashby.
The Dodgers trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense.
Shohei on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Save.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man at second. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
And next for LA, Kyle Tucker. And a pitch. Just missed. One out and a runner at second as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Just off the inside edge. Heading down the line, giving chase. And he makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Ohtani at second with 2 down. Next one misses. The count now 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. One left for L.A. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in Milwaukee, digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Ball strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Next offering in there for a strike, and that is strike 2. And another ball. One down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time.
Countful.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off. All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack it in the box.
And a ball evens the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nobody left for Milwaukee, but they lead at 3-0. Trevor McGill into the game.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Here's Mookie to hit. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
2-1.
And that skips in the dirt.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Strike 3.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2 count.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
1-2 now. Just missed. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Dodgers go down quietly. Still down 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 78.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And that one is
2-1.
inside.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives
3-1.
already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4. At first, and next will be the cleanup hitter, William Contreras. Yelich goes. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Tag, and they got him.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fly ball down the line. Tucker should have it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
The left fielder, number 11, Jackson.
Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. 2 outs. To the right side, Edman. Fires over to first. Play made, that ends the inning. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Abner Uribe.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. And we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And the right-hander deals. And that's outside. Right-hander kicks, deals.
That's the ball.
Just missed. Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball down because the fastball up is a little hard to catch up to. But he's shown really good plate discipline by not offering at that last pitch down.
Now
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And there's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. The tying run at the plate. And that is a big first out. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Left-hand batter waits. And that's ripped for a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Safe.
Nobody's in there safe.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And the batter now, Kyle, swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. This could end it. Strike three, got him swinging. And that is the ball game.
Well, not all saves come easy, but he didn't let things unravel. Good win for the team today.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Schaumburg. Thanks for joining us.
The final.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaumburg. And Singy, it'll be interesting to see how these teams position themselves in the standings the rest of the way. Both have postseason aspirations, and this is the time of the year when the heat gets turned up a little bit.
Yeah, the next month or so will either make you or break you. It's been a long season at this point, and some players are starting to feel a little tired and beat up. That's a big part of these games in August, and you're trying to collect as many wins as possible, but the coaching staffs are trying to do it in a way that also benefits their team down the stretch. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but you have to be able to finish strong. And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there and compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In the air, out towards left center. Chourio pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
That is third, the designated hitter.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, Freddie Freeman.
And Boog, he leads the team in on-base percentage and runs scored. I mean, those two things are pretty much connected because obviously you can't score without getting on base. This is a guy who really acts as a catalyst for this lineup.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. This one lifted in the air, left field. Chourio right there to make the grab. That's out number 2.
That's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Freeman off of first with 2 away. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Just misses. Full count 3-2. Andy Pajas up next for the Dodgers. On the ground out to short. In time to ball. That's out number 3. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. On to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here at American Family Field. And on the hill for the Dodgers, number 80. And this will be a tough test for him. Pitching on the road has not been that kind to his numbers.
Well, I think he's just got to trick himself mentally and put himself in a comfort level like he does at home. I know it's not the same being on the road as away from home in terms of being able to have a routine and be consistent with it. But this game is so much mental, and he's going to have to find a way to play a mind game with himself to move through this ball game and get a W.
The line to kick the pitch. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So here's the Brewers DH, Sal Frelick. Man at second. Outside low. Now 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
Okay.
And he grounds one to the right side. And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
Batting third, the right fielder, Yelich.
Here's Yelich at the dish. That one close, ruled the ball. And it's 2-1.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Thomas sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And now it's William Contreras.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That's outside. And the count 2-1. Man at first, one away. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hernandez racing over to make the catch.
Batting fifth.
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Sal Frelick.
And Boog, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
2 outs. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get into scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Here's a 1-2. Chop to the left side. With the throw to first. They limit the damage here. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move to the second in Milwaukee. It's the Brewers 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Now into the game, Luis Rengifo. He's the new third baseman.
Number 8, Luis.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajas.
The center fielder, number 44. Andy Pajas.
That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Mookie.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Out towards right center field. Perkins settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Andrew Vaughn now.
The first baseman.
He's looking to hit the ball the other way in 99% of his at-bats. But if you make a mistake middle in, he can touch you up for a 4-bagger.
The wind of the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Righty to the plate. That one drifts inside.
It's a good take.
Next pitch is outside.
3 balls. Strike.
On the ground to short. Betts. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. The pitch.
Ball.
That one misses. 3-1 now. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Swings through that. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
And now, Luis Rengifo. Next offering is fouled back. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee, and now it's going to be Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas.
1-1 now. And another ball. Line drive.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Kim now at the plate. One down, base is empty. That's a base hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And now the lefty.
Freddie Freeman delivered a masterclass in 2023. Freeman and Betts fed off of each other's success, and it helped Freeman produce a .977 OPS, 29 home runs, and more than 100 RBIs. That's a great season.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And the batter now, Alex Call. 2 outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Snap throw to first. And he's back in easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And here it comes. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runner takes off. Ground ball left side. Zips it across, and the inning is over. So the Dodgers leave 1. They trail here 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That clips the corner.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And a 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. And there's 1 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. This is Bryce Terang. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And another ball.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Rushing. Pulls that one down. 2 away now.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter.
Now at the plate, Sal Fralin.
Fralin.
2 outs, base is empty. That one pushed foul. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nobody left for Milwaukee, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And we're back. Start of the 4th. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball.
2-2.
That's off the mark. 3-2 down.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The lefty fires. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And down on strikes he goes. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. And it remains 1-0. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's Christian Yelich.
The right field, Christian.
Righty delivers. Late on that fastball.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but he can.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the handle and ended up way off target.
Runner at first with no outs here. Yelich goes. Pitches low. Throw there. Save.
Nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man at second. Up the middle. Bats up with it. Tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
1 away with a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Glasnow looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 70 getting loose as well. Up and in, and the count is even 2-2. Chopper to second. Gets it to first. Run scores, and that makes it 2-0 as they get the out. And now here is Andrew Vaughn. 1 run across to the frame so far here in the 2nd game of the series. Right through there for a strike. And they'll do it again. Two. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Right through there, got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We played 4. It's the Brewers 2 and the nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's Mookie Betts. And there's a ball.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a quick count. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Dalton rushing. Kicks and deals. That's in there. And the count 1-2. And a pitch. Double play ball to second. Terang. 1 at second. How about that double play?
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. The wind of the pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Tyler Glasnow. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Back here at American Family Field, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Joseph Ortiz. Glasnow, ready and deals. Got it by him for the K.
Now batting.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Luis Rengifo. One down, base is empty.
Nope, that's off the plate.
All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid, my brother had that ball cap, and I would just kind of borrow it. Some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B, but very, very cool. Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And a swing and a miss there. If you're playing right now, tweet out, I was this many days old when I found out the Brewers glove logo is an M and a B. Hashtag MLB to show. Because I guarantee you there are people playing right now that had no idea there was an M and a B in that logo.
That's a great point.
And a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Just off the outside edge. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him swinging.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in Milwaukee, leading off, Kim.
The second baseman, number 6.
Ball to strike. And strike 2.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed and keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And another ball. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off, 2-2. Left-hand batter waits. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. That's the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Alex Call will hit next. Call having a lot more success on the road this season. Fastball for a strike. Pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. Ortiz. 3rd out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Brewers 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Outside low, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
So now here's the DH, Sal Frelick. The pitch. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can hit. Your timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now it's Christian Yelich. Frelick over at first with 1 away. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Glasnow picks to first. And he's back standing. Runner goes again. Pitch inside. Go to second. He's safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Right-hander kicks, deals. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
So here's the cleanup hitter, William Contreras. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Chases that one out of the zone. Another strikeout for Glass now. Brewers strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Next offering is in for a strike. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Aaron Ashby preparing to come on if needed. McGill, the right-hander, also getting loose. Kicks and fires. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Next pitch is outside.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Payoff pitch. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. And they get Ohtani for the out. 1 down.
Now the right fielder,
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. The pitch. And a good eye there.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
That one's in there. That's strike 2. The Brewers holding on to a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That's to third. In time to Vaughn. And 2 away to start the 7th.
the center fielder, Andy Pages.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. And a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Here's Mookie now. That one hammered but pulled foul. With the tying run at the plate, here in the 2nd game of the series. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. 1 left for LA. They're still down. It's 2-0. Bottom of the 7th. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Right-handed reliever. Just missed. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That misses the zone. It's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joseph Ortiz. Wouldn't chase that time. Two outs. Goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're up 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Dalton Rushing. Fastball for a strike. Two. And that's down and away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now third baseman Miguel.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kyle Harrison won't go any further tonight. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Aaron Ashby.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And next for L.A., Miguel Rojas. Tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Dodgers trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 8th. Now this is in the air down the line. Yelich running hard. Nice grab on the run. And there's 1 away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Next to hit, Kim. Rushing the base runner at first with 1 out. Line, and that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Freddie Freeman. So the tying run at second. And a count 1-2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And a pitch. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his glove.
Now, Alex Call. And that one fouled off. Two on, two outs. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. That ends the frame. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Up now for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo.
The third baseman, Luis Rengifo.
At the belt and fires. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count is filled up. Vesia is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Call makes a nice running catch.
Center fielder, number 16. Blake.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Hammer, base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
The key there, tracking the baseball all the way back through the hitting zone, allows you to hit a ball right back up the box like that. Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Here's a 1-2. Liner snagged at first. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full. It's the Brewers 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Abner Uribe.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. The pitch. Tries to check his swing. Now look to third. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he went around.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off with multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it on his own. Now only 1 out remaining.
The center fielder, number 34, Andy Pajas.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajas. Two down, nobody on. Next offering misses down and away. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Uribe is just one strike away. Bounce to third. Sneaks through, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
The tying run at the plate. Next pitch in for a strike, 2-2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game with good teams find a way to win, and they did.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Here in Milwaukee, 2 of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Singy, it'll be interesting to see how these teams position themselves in the standings the rest of the way. Both have postseason aspirations, and this is the time of the year when the heat gets turned up a little bit.
Yeah, the next month or so will either make you or break you. It's been a long season at this point, and some guys might feel a little tired and beat up. That's a big part of these games in August, and you're trying to collect as many wins as possible, but the coaching staffs are trying to do it in a way that also benefits their team down the stretch. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but you have to be able to finish strong. Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy is a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Here's Kyle Tucker. 2-2. Squeaks through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
That's a ball.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
Next offer in there for a strike. And now 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one drilled left field. That's back. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. The Dodgers strike first. It's 2-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now into the game, Sal Fralin. He's the new third baseman. Here's Shohei Ohtani. One down, base is empty. And now 2-1. And here it comes. And a foul ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Here's Muncy to hit.
Ball 2.
Inside, almost got him. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it one-hops the wall. Muncy into second. It's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. All he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Man at second here with 2 away. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. 2 outs. On the ground to the left. Zips it across. They limit the damage here. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at American Family Field. Getting the nod in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And for whatever reason, he's been more effective on the road like this than at home, Chris.
Boog, I really think he likes being the villain. This is a guy that seems like he thrives off of the negative energy in those away ballparks and gets better the more hostile the crowd gets. So whatever the reason is, he's got good stuff combined with the right type of attitude, and I think that's why he's been so effective away from home this season.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Freeman takes it to the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jake Bauers.
Well, this guy's hitting over 450 over the last 10 games, and that's domination. It doesn't matter who's out on the mound, lefty, righty, sidearm, sinker, cutter. He's hitting everything. Looks really locked in and extremely comfortable at the plate right now.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. One out, base is empty. The wind and the pitch. And another ball. Next pitch misses way outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
And the righty deals. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And the pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 2 outs, base is empty. Christian Yelich now at the plate. That misses. 2-1. Here comes a pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Milwaukee, second inning set to go. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Sanchez brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Batting it, the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
And here comes Tommy Edman. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Yelich going back on this one. And out of here. He leaves the yard to right. His 7th home run of the season. And they add on. It's 3-0.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. And it is 2-1. One down, base is empty. There's a strike. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Righty delivers. Just missed. Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. And he deals. That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Two down, nobody on. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Left-hand batter waits. Got him swinging. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom of the second. Here's Gary Sanchez now.
The catcher, Gary.
In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Freeman. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Jake Bauers.
Now here's Jake Bauers. The Brewers trailing by 3, bottom half of inning number 2. That clips the corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Tucker on the move. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn now. The pitch.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Chopped left side. Zips it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Brewers go down quietly. They trail in this one 3-0. On to the third inning, and now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Number 30, Kyle Tucker.
In for a strike, going to count 1-2. Out to short. Rolls across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next is Dodgers. The catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. One down, base is empty. On the ground, out to short. Fires across the diamond. Gets the catcher by a step.
The batter, the designated
Shohei Ohtani now. He made an immediate impact when he joined the league back in 2018.
He sure did, Boog. Ohtani singled in his first at-bat, won his first game on the mound, and then hit his first home run the next day. No adjustment period needed whatsoever.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2 outs. And a base hit into right.
Up next is Dodgers. The third baseman.
Muncy digs in. The pitch. That one's in there. And that's strike 2.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Some high cheese for strike 3. So the Dodgers leave one, but they lead it 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. 1-1 down. Right through there for a strike. Swings on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Check swing, no appeal. The Dodgers leading by 3 here in the last half of the 3rd. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And he can't make the play. He'll throw in, and he'll pull into second safely.
That's such a frustrating play for an outfielder. You know you should make this play, but you never really had a chance because of the bad angle. What should have been an out turned out to be a double.
Next for the Brewers, Blake Perkins. And a pitch. That's a little bit low. 1 out and a runner at second. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. This is Bryce Terang. At the belt and fires. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fraley over at second. Perkins over at first, so 1 away. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he moves up the base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Up and in, 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two on, 2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Brewers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. The 1-2. Inside, just missed.
It's a good take.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement. Most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That That misses. 3-2 now. And down on strikes. And the Dodgers are set down in order.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
off
4
for the
up now for
Brewers,
Milwaukee.
the right
Christian
fielder,
Yelich. Left-hand hitter waits. Now
2
one
balls,
missed.
1 strike.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The catcher, number 99.
Gary Sanchez now.
Sanchez.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
1 gone, runner at first. Jake
That's
Bauers,
inside.
the next to hit. Sanchez, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering is in for a strike. And it skips into dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Kicks and fires. To the right side. There's one. The tag, and they get him at second. That's a double play. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at American Family Field. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Miguel Rojas. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Hard hit, right side. Vaughn takes it himself. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And a ground ball to first. Vaughn. He handles it himself. And the first 2 set down on the top of the 5th.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Kyle Tucker digs in now. The 1-1.
Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Chopped to the right side. Vaughn. The flip to the pitcher covering. And Tucker is retired. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in Milwaukee. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn. The line of the pitch. And that's outside.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. And the right-hander deals. On the ground, 2 ball. The flip to second. On to Freddie. Double play.
Very smooth on the feed to second right there. You got to love that glove toss, Boo. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you got to remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
In the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So 2 down. Blake Perkins getting ready to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Tucker makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Brewers strand 1, still down 3-0. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
We got a full count.
The punch out there, and that's the 1st out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And down on strikes he goes. And 2 away.
Well, he throws it with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Top of the order, due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Brewers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And now Bryce Terang. And 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a 1-2 again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Kicks and deals. That one the other way is hit.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Jackson Chourio now at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner on the move. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
One of of the first real jams of the game for him, Boo. Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and he's had a real solid outing, but he needs to lock this situation down if he wants it to stay that way.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Next pitch is outside.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
And the pitch. And that'll load the bases.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk. This is the point in the game where every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
There's Gary Sanchez. The 2-1. And another ball.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 78 getting loose out there. Dwyer getting loose as well. The pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And here it comes. Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
Man, that looked to be in the strike zone right there. That's a tough one to have go against you and force in a run.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. The new pitcher in the game, number 70.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Now the left fielder, Jake Bowers. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On to first, but he beats it. And a run scores. Two on, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Brewers 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, D.L. Hall.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Three-2 on the way. And that's a base hit into left field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now, Andy Pajes. Pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
It can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Tommy Edman at the plate. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off on the right foot. It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's a 2-2. goes down looking.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner off, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And next for L.A., Miguel Rojas. And a 1-1. Bounced up the middle. Terang. They take the force out. Third out. One left for L.A. and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back here at American Family Field, set for the last half of the seventh. Now it's the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. The shortstop takes the ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next offering is in for a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. The wind of the pitch. Ripped down the line, way back there. It's got a chance, and it is foul. 2-2 on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Now. Damn! He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact into left. Exactly where he and the catcher were.
Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Way to the outfield, and that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now here is Blake Perkins, and that's in for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Fights it off. He'll see another. Strike three. Got him swinging. That's out number two.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on the plane with that pitch. It's breaking it down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, right at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Wide throw, and it gets away. Lead runner around second. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
I think a good throw to second base has a chance to catch him right there. So that's a throw he's going to walk back behind the dish. And you roll the dice when you send the runner, but oftentimes you're trying to force some action, and it worked out great for him right there.
The tying run is 90 feet away. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And it's gone. Home run. He'll take a jog around the bases. His 11th of the year. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
They They hand the ball over to a new arm, number 78.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So 2 down. So here's the Brewers DH, Jackson Chourio. Time called. 2 out, space is empty. Next pitch in for a strike. Now 1-2. Right-handed reliever.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Has a beat on it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Angel Serpa.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Here's a 1-1. And another ball. Late on that fastball. The line to the pitch. Now this one's crushed down the line. Looking, foul ball.
Oh, man, that stays fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing, just couldn't keep it between the lines.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him swinging.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. Rose to second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up. Finally caught the slider for strike 3.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jack Dwyer.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And now it's Christian Yelich.
Now you get to this part of the order, Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Here's a 2-1. Chop back up the middle. Rojas on the run, sent it over to first. Yelich out on the play.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
And now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air to left center. Pajes on the move. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Number 9, Jake.
Here's the left fielder, Jake Bauers. Next offering upstairs. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Bounced out to short. Rojas. Over to first. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. But they hold on to a 4-3 lead. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Trevor McGill.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Swung on, belted. Perkins on a dead sprint, racing back. Hauls it in on the warning track. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
And the righty deals. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. McGill is just 1 strike away. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. 3-2 now.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Lifted to left, and that should do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take the first 3 games of this 4-game set.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it 5 Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
The final line.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the second out.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Sends it across the first, and the Dodgers are set down in order. End of a half inning of play, no score. Back here at American Family Field, and on the hill, the big righty, Shohei Ohtani. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
And the right-hander deals. Out there to center. Makes the grab. One away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, David Hamilton.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense, because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
One out, base is empty. Struck him out looking.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is William Contreras. Next offering way off the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. Towards right center, that's well struck. And no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Driving into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Gary Sanchez now.
There's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first, thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
And that one gets past the catcher. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
That is it. The left fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. 2 on, 2 outs. Right through there for a strike. The pitch. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. And the pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Top of the second. Now here is Shohei Ohtani.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Payoff pitch. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Muncy digs in. And there's a foul ball. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Second inning here, no score. Next pitch in the dirt. It's 2-2. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn.
He's looking to hit the ball the other way in 99% of his at-bats. But if you make a mistake middle in, he can touch you up for a 4-bagger.
The 1-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting seven, the third baseman,
Luis Rengifo will hit next. And a pitch. That one fouled off. That missed by a lot. 3-2 now.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Struck him out swinging. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Now, boy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
David Hamilton digs in now. Line drive, and it goes just foul. Got him looking. 2 down.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in a scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And the batter now, Joseph Ortiz. The throw to second is offline.
You know, two-out errors are kind of like two-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden, you get another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity. They're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for it.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. And the pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Vaughn, the lead runner at second. Ortiz at first, 2 out of the inning. Next pitch is outside. Two outs. Line drive, that's a base hit. Around third. The throw home. He's safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Yelich at the dish. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is Brewers baseball on the Show, Wisconsin. Top half of the third inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Turns and fires to Betts. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Whips it to first, and 1 away in the top of the third. And here comes Tommy Edman. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
In time to Vaughn. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. Miguel Rojas at the plate. The Dodgers trailing by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. There's a strike. This one popped up. Ortiz under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in Milwaukee, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs. Popped up. Edman makes the play. 1 down.
Now the designated hitter, Gary.
And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Out to short, bats up with it. Throws to first in time. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Kyle Tucker. The other way, and a base hit, and aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Alex Call, the next to hit, and that's a fair ball. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right
there. First and second, no outs. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
There's the strike. Hamilton. Off balance beat. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Not afraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Max Muncy at the dish. 2 outs. And fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Fights it off. You'll see another. Runners on first and third. 2 away. Top half of inning number 4. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Ready to go. Bottom 4. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Edman slings to first. And 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. 1 down, base is empty. That's down and in.
Ball.
Fastball for a strike. Got him swinging. The notches strikeout number 150 this season.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
David Hamilton up now for the Brewers.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flatten it out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
And the inning is over. New inning getting started, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. A wind in the pitch. Foul ball there.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate, but the hands are still stinging after that one.
The 1-2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. To kick the pitch. Stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now it's Mookie Betts. One down, base is empty. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
That was a nice play right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
And Mookie takes. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And him out front for strike 3. Tommy Edman at the plate.
The second baseman, Tommy.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. High fly ball out to left field. Chourio settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swings and misses. Going to count 1-2. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Tyler Glasnow looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 70, the lefty, warming up as well. Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. Home after the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
The right fielder, Christian.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Christian Yelich. Wouldn't chase that time.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Nobody left for Milwaukee, but they lead it 1-0. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. His righty-lefty splits there. The 1-1. Just missed. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And another ball. The Brewers leading by a run here in the finale of this 4-game set. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that one is out of here. His 13th home run of the season. It's 1-1.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
So 1 out, nobody on. And up next for Los Angeles, Alex Call. Slice to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Man on second, 2 down. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. All tied 1-1. Back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Glasnow.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs it out.
And now it's William Contreras. And down on strikes. And there's 1 down.
Oh, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. I'll tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That one missed. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Alex Vesia preparing to come on if needed. Dwyer getting cranked up as well. And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Just outside. And it's 3-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Kicks and fires. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge if you can change the ballgame.
Now here is Jackson Chourio. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
The 1-2. And another ball. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses. The big righty strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still tied 1-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jared Koenig. On for the 30th time this year. Here's Muncy to hit. The 2-2. The pitch out there. Now one away.
Good curveball right there, but sometimes those high breaking balls kind of surprise you as a hitter, and when they stay high, just a little more velo on them to get by you. And that 2-strike count, I thought was a pretty good pitch to hit. I think he got a little too excited and tried to do too much.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Bounce to the left side. Rengifo fires over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
We talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Here's Mookie to hit. On the ground, out to short. In time to ball. And Betts is gone. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn. To the right side. Over to Rojas, and a quick out, number 1.
The third baseman, number 8, Rengifo.
Next for the Brewers, Luis Rengifo. This to center field. Pajes under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Now back, second baseman.
So up next, David Hamilton. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Call makes the catch, and that is the inning. We go to the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. Ball to strike. Out to short. Ortiz. Tosses to first. And they get Edman for the out.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Miguel Rojas now at the plate. And now 1 and 2.
Well, they're kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And a 1-2 again. Liner picked on the hop at first. And he takes it himself for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a foul ball, he stays alive. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Went too far that time. It's 1 and 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two outs. Got him swinging. 1 left for L.A. Score remains tied 1-1. Now into the game, Kim. He takes over in right.
Number 6.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Alex Vesia.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Stepping in, Joseph Ortiz.
Not Joseph.
Single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Always feels amazing getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice line drive to both sides, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. The pitch. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance beat, there's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And now it's Christian Yelich.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Step off throw to first. Back standing. He's in there safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Three-two now. William Contreras in the Milwaukee on deck circle. Bounce to the right side. Oh, he gloves it to first. Nicely done for the out. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Through 8 full, all tied 1-1. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Rob Zastryzny.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, man. That doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
The batter now will be Will Smith. The pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Next offering is in for a strike. It's a strikeout.
Well, there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile on. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment to get back on track. His team needs him.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 2 down, nobody on. That one the other way. Rengifo on the run, sends it over to first. Save!
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Runner at first with 2 away. And next for L.A., Andy Pajes. Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses the first, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. All tied 1-1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Number 78.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now it's going to be William Contreras. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. And he deals.
2-1.
The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Edwin Diaz looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Dwyer warming up as well. Softly hit to third. Muncy. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here's Gary Sanchez now. One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Bases empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, rolling away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. In the air, right side. Kim pulls it in on the run. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 10th inning coming up. All tied 1-1. Back now, we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound, Logan Henderson.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force.
Go-ahead run on base. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. On the ground to first. Vaughn takes it to the bag. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
And up next for Los Angeles, Tommy Edman.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Struck him out looking. Fastball the letters frozen for strike 3.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on the grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strain that runner at third now.
Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Freddie Freeman.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
Kicks and deals.
Ball.
Swung on. Popped up on the infield. He's under it. And that's the third out. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left. On to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied 1-1. So remaining in the game defensively, Freddie Freeman. He pitch hit last half and now takes over at first. Andrew Vaughn now. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And that is cut on and missed. 3-2 now.
Winning run on second base, found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score.